Namaskaram. Good evening. Vanakkam. I think that our series of this workshop is reached on one step, one specific stage where we have to decide and fix, select, actually which technology should be accepted and avoided. Entire South India, coastal African countries, South Asian countries, including India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, and Southeast Asian countries, and Latin American countries. Entire agriculture is based on coconut culture plus spices. If we will avoid coconut from the agriculture and food culture of South India, I think that nothing will remain. Basically, this coconut is not Indian crop. Amit? 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 Hey Amit? Amit? Just a minute, some disturbances. Just a minute. Hey Amit? Amit? Hey Haru? Hey Amit? Hey Baba? हे काय मदत येते जिसको नाम करें in South Indian food, coconut oil is used and coconut chutney. The utilization of the coconut in the spices and waste of the coconut is utilized in the big industries. Coconut is not Indian crop basically. It is a Pacific Ocean crop. Coconut is launched on the sea coast of the Kerala first. Then it is spread out throughout Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and later on Odisha, Bengal, and northeast countries, states of India. Once you have planted coconut, you can take production throughout 200 years also. So, which model I have given last time? 24 by 24 coconut model. In that, not only coconut, we included arecanut also. On the stem of arecanut and coconut, we will raise black pepper, and in between two arecanut, we will arrange coffee, cocoa, banana, papaya, cardamom, cinnamon, and in the center of the four coconut, nutmeg. Due to corona crisis, Indian export of the spices is increased very fast. To strengthen the immunity of human being, they are demanding the spices from India. And where to take the advantage? Corona crisis is human made. It is not a natural. Due to climate change, the biological watch which has been given by the God at the birth time to human being, that watch is totally disturbed. which biological watch which activate entire human body activities. That biological watch has been given by the God. And when that biological watch has been given by the God to a human being, there was no climate change. There was no climate change and global warming. God has given the assurance to human, animals, birds, insects, bacteria and viruses. Don't care. You will alive. You will not face any trouble, disease. Your every body activity will continue according to biological watch. And that biological watch was fixed according to specific environmental conditions. The carbon dioxide content proportion in the air atmosphere 260 to 280 ppm. That is the natural level which was fixed by the God when God has sent first time human on the earth. That means it is developed from the second condition has been given fixed by the God in that biological watch. Air quality index will be below 30. Air quality index will below 30, not upon 30. This is the natural level fixed by the God. Third, in summer, intensity of the solar light will not cross above 7,000 foot candle. Intensity of the solar light will remain in between 5,000 to 7,000 foot candle. Fourth, the organic carbon content in the soil will remain constant in between 2.5% to 5%. And there will be huge biodiversities in the nature, including the biodiversity of the soil microflora, soil insects, soil microorganisms, soil funguses, soil protozoas, soil viruses. Acid rainfall. All these preconditions are given by the God which is fixed in the biological watch given at the time of human arrival on the earth. So plant body, human body, animal body, insect body, bacterial body, viruses body only can adjust with these biological watch conditions. Very fantastical, 100%. No problem, no problem. Every gene factor responsible for disease will remain recessive, will not become dominant if these conditions are available. The immunity of human body or plant body will remain active. Maybe white blood cell, T lymphocyte cell, B lymphocyte cell, maxopillant neutrophils. Good bacteria enzymes will activate continuously with full flow. If this environmental condition will remain, which is given in the biological watch by the body, then there will be no overcross of the internal mutation. Mutation will be happen, but according to natural level, natural rules and regulations. Now what is happened? Air quality index below 30 is the natural level. Now entire world air quality index has been gone upon 500 also. Minimum range 300, minimum range. We want 30, below 30 and range more than 30, the 300, 10 times more. Biological was is totally excited. Totally excited. Cannot adjust in this higher range of the air quality index. Cannot adjust. Carbon dioxide 260 to 280 ppm. That means 280 parts per million parts. Now 450 ppm. Carbon dioxide proportion in the air. Near about double. Human body, plant body, viruses, bacteria, animals cannot adjust. Human body, plant body can adjust only with 5,000 to 7,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. Now, in summer, 8,000 to 12,000 foot candle intensity of the solar light. Living being body cannot adjust. Viruses also cannot adjust. But God has given the capacity to every living being, including human, vegetation, that means plant body, viruses, bacteria, animals, to change themselves internally, genetically, so that they can adjust with climate change and natural calamities. That's why global warming and climate change totally disturbed the biological watch has been given, which was given by the God, and that's why viruses started mutation, bacteria, pathogenic started to mutate itself. Human body, plant body also started to mutate itself so that they can adjust and they can survive. Corona is the mutation gift. Human made, not nature made. There are so many viruses, trillions and trillions of the viruses in the plant body, human body. But if we were suffering by flu, if we will take rest, within 3 days, flu will be recovered. But now corona is not defeated. It is intensifying again and again. My Amravati city in Vidarbha is become hot spot of corona now, second wave. Amravati city, big city, 18 lakh population. And it is happened that in Amravati also new strains are coming of corona, mutated strains. It will be continued. It will be continued. How to face with this climate change and impact of the climate change and global warming? How to avoid the impact, hazardous impact of the climate change and global warming on agriculture sector, human health. That should be discussed on priority in the parliament, in the assembly, in the media. Nobody is having the time to discuss in the parliament, assembly and media. No. Why? When global temperature will enhance above than 1.5 degree centigrade, we will lose 40% crop production. 40% crop production will be lost. productivity will be decreased when 1.5 centigrade temperature will be increased globally. In comparison to pre-industrial revolution global temperature. In 1918, Spanish flu, before 100 years ago, taken 4 crore, 40 million lives. How many lives will be taken by the corona? Don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. What is speedily going on, spreading throughout the world? First wave, second wave, third wave. Responsible climate change, global warming. How to plant coconut, you know. You know very well. But how to survive coconut, you don't know. You don't know. So it is very essential to become serious about corona crisis, which climate change is responsible. That climate change means global warming. And which greenhouse gases are responsible for global warming and climate change. Carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, chlorofluorocarbon, methyl bromide, all this water vapor. These greenhouse gases are emitted by two sectors. Industry sector and agriculture sector. And specifically, chemical farming and organic farming are responsible. And indigenous farming also responsible, which are emitting huge quantity of the greenhouse gases every day. Without controlling the climate change, corona and new strains of the corona and another viral infections will not be controlled. Even cancer, genetical mutation is responsible for cancer. State relation, cancer, diabetes, heart attack, corona with climate change. And corona is not having medicine. There is no medicine to recover the corona, to cure the corona. Only immunity can control corona, cancer, diabetes, heart attack. So to strengthen the immunity of human body or plant body, we have to give the priority. This priority has not been given by any government, and media is not having the time to discuss on this point. So we will do it. We will do it. It is totally impossible to control corona, cancer, diabetes, heart attack if we will not accept one truth, reality, that human being is a 100% vegetarian. 100% vegetarian. If you will not accept this truth that human being is a 100% vegetarian, cancer, diabetes, heart attack, corona cannot be controlled. They will become more serious and severe in future. And second truth we have to accept. 60% contribution has been given by agriculture sector, specifically chemical farming, organic farming, and India's farming in the global warming and climate change. 60% contribution. And Government of India assured that Government of India will control 35% emission of the greenhouse gases. Why? How? If government will not ban chemical farming, organic farming, and indigenous farming, it is totally impossible to control the emission of the greenhouse gases. Totally impossible. Totally impossible to restrict the global warming and climate change. Totally impossible. On our level, we will try it. And I have given the remedies. Subhash Palekar natural farming only can control, can overcome natural calamities and climate change. It is proved. It is proved. But excluding Himachal Pradesh government and Gujarat government, none of the government is taking the notice. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, We are not emitting any greenhouse gas, single gram also, because we are not utilizing cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost, biodynamic, chemical fertilizers, oil cakes, all these which are the sources of emission of the greenhouse gases. We are not utilizing. We are not burning the biomass, residues of the crop. We are utilizing entire residues of the crops, biomass, as a mulching on the surface of soil, so that the humus will be created. No single gram of the greenhouse gas is emitted in Subhash Palekar National Park. We have given the solution. Not only solution, our models are existed. You can go and you can compare. So, nobody will help the farmers. Only we have to overcome these problems on our own basis. And it can be done. It is done. Soil is the main input. None of the Indian farmer says soil. Indian farmers say Bhumata, soil mother, soil mother. Nobody Indian farmers say only soil, soil mother, Bhumata. Bhumataram. Sujalam Sufalam Malaja Sitalam Mataram. Vande Mataram. Sujalam Sufalam. Entire land is saturated by huge water and fertility. Sujalam Sufalam. Now, no water, no fertility. We have to change that song, national song. Soil mother means not only stones, soil particles. No. Mother soil means uncountable species of the microorganisms, bacteria, actinomycetes, funguses, insects, protozoas, uncountable species. In 1 gram of the soil, 1,000 crore microflora, and that is a live soil. Dead body is not a mother. Live body is a mother. how much maximum biodiversity of the soil microflora we can maintain, create, and how much maximum intercrops we can take in the main crop. We will get multiple benefits in the term of the crop production. Multiple, not single. If you want 300 coconut per tree, every year, for that purpose, it is very essential to saturate our soil by bumper humus and all biodiversities of the soil microflora. State related. State related. Satyu, uppermost 9-inch layer of soil surface. Uppermost 9-inch soil surface layer is a real mother. Entire aliveness of the soil is existed in this 9-inch top layer of the soil. (88 to 92%) microorganisms which are aerobic are existed in this 9-inch topsoil. (90 to 95% micro roots are existed in this top 9-inch soil. The entire aliveness of the soil is existed in 9-inch topsoil, specifically 4.5-inch upper level. Specifically, humus is created in this 4.5-inch, also deposited in this 4.5-inch topsoil. Topsoil structure. That means this 4.5-inch topsoil is the reserve bank of the soil, the reserve bank. Entire fertility and productivity is included in this 4.5-inch topsoil. How mother handle a small child with a great love, with great love. She is too much alert to show the child. What we are giving the treatment to the mother soil? Which treatment you are giving? When you utilize urea, and when urea get moisture, urea molecules are splitted and are converted into ammonia and carbon dioxide by urease mediator enzymes. And you know, ammonia is a poisonous gas. Carbon dioxide is a highly poisonous gas. And these poison gases are spread out throughout in the soil and destroy microorganisms which create humus. You are giving the poison to the mother soil. You are giving the poison to the mother soil. And immunity of the tree, plants is totally finished. And then so many diseases, insects and footfall you will see. Are you spiritual? You are killing your mother by poison. Are you spiritual or demon? Who are you? Who are you? Humus is the fertility and productivity, aliveness of the soil. Humus. Roots of all plants are taking entire nutrients to the humus. Humus is the food stock of the roots plants. How much maximum humus you can create in the soil and deposit, you will get maximum nuts, maximum production. The content of the humus in the soil is strictly related how much coconuts you can get on the coconut tree, either 50 or 300. And that humus is created by microorganisms by decomposing of the residues of the crops. Without microbial decomposition, humus cannot be created. Microorganisms is having the great role in the humus creation to maintain and increase the fertility and productivity and aliveness of the soil. And these microorganisms are killed by you by utilizing poisonous chemical fertilizers, insecticides. When you spray insecticides, poisonous insecticides, have you taken the test, one drop of the insecticide, how it is? No, you know, you will die. You are using truckload of the urea. Have you tested 1 teaspoon of the urea? What is the test? No, you know, you will die. If you will eat 1 tablespoon of the urea, you will die. You will take taste of 1 drop of the poisonous insecticide, you will die. 70 kg weight. and you are giving truckload the urea, truckload of the chemical fertilizers, and you are continuous paying the chemical insecticide, how we can survive the microflora? You are killing microorganisms. We scrape the humus. That means you are killing the humus. You are killing the fertility of the soil. You are killing the productivity of soil. You are killing the liveness of the soil. You are the demon. How can you can claim that you are spiritual? Something is wrong. So first, if you want to take 300 coconut on the tree per year, maximum nuts on the areca nut, maximum production of the nutmeg, cinnamon, coffee, cocoa, ginger, turmeric, chili, millets, pulses, earth seeds. You have to increase the humus content in the soil, and if you will kill the all microorganisms, humus will not be maintained, it will not created. How you can get 300 coconut? How you can recover the fruit fall, insect attack, disease attack? Humus is creating resistance power in the plant body. Humus is the source of immunity of the plant body. And you are killing humus, you are killing bacteria, you are killing microflora. So, if you want to take the 300 coconut on the tree per year production, number one, you have to ban chemical farming at any cost. At any cost. No alternative. No alternative. No alternative. When you utilize cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost, you are feeding the soil heavy, poisonous, heavy metals like cadmium, arsenic, mercury, lead, and radioactive elements in the soil. Cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost are the sources of these heavy metals, poisonous heavy metals. That means when you practice organic farming, you are killing the bacteria by these poisons. You are killing the humus. How you can get the 300 coconut? So take second decision you have to take at any cost. You have to stop organic farming and traditional farming. At any cost, we have to stop, ban. No remedy. No remedy. No remedy. Not only the residues of the chemical fertilizers are deposited in the soil. When you utilize chemical fertilizers, you are dumping the salt in the soil, ksharam. Soil becomes salty. saline. Urea, 46% nitrogen, 54% salt. These are the pillars. When you utilize urea, you are depositing salt in the soil. Soil becomes saline. Water logging. You are responsible for water logging pollution. You are. When you utilize single superphosphate, 16% phosphate, 84 salt, depositing in the soil. Potassium sulfate, 48% potash, 52 salt, deposited in the soil. When you utilize chemical fertilizer, you are depositing salts in the soil and soil becomes saline. Water logging. Structure and texture is totally finished. And productivity also is finished. We responsible? Government? How? You are responsible. So you have to decide first. At any cost, you have to stop chemical farming and organic farming. At any cost. No alternative. No alternative. Satyu. When soil becomes saline, crop cannot grow very well. Because the roots cannot get proper aeration due to water logging position of the soil. And when salts are deposited in the soil becomes cement concrete. Very hard. Cannot be cultivated by wooden plow or harrow. You are becoming committed to utilize Demon tractor to cultivate. And when you utilize Demon tractor, you cultivate the soil, very heavy soil cultivation by tractor. You are destroying entire 4.5-inch top layer, humus and biodiversity. You destroy. Because in 4.5-inch topsoil, which microorganisms are existed, which create humus, are aerobic bacteria. They want oxygen for their survival. Without oxygen, they can't survive. And when you take the deep plowing by a Demon tractor, this topsoil is hidden inside the deeper zone. and deeper soil is coming up. In the deeper zone, there is no oxygen. So aerobic bacteria cannot survive. They are killed. Because inside this upper topsoil, below layer of the topsoil, anaerobic bacteria are activated. They can survive without oxygen, and they do not create the humus. They spoil the soil entire. Heavy plowing is the death order of the Supreme Court. Supreme authority, not court. When you plow deep by demo tractor, you are become responsible to destroy entire texture and structure of the soil, aliveness of the soil, fertility and productivity of the soil. So heavy plowing can be avoided, should be avoided at any cost. At any cost, we have to stop this. At any cost. When you take the deep plowing, soil becomes cement concrete. And aeration is not to be created in the soil. Due to the hard pan of the soil. Then you are committed to utilize another tractor, higher horsepower. Diesel rates are going up. Cost of the cultivation is going up. Not necessary to cultivate the soil by tractor. Nature is having his own tractor. That is local earthworm. Local earthworm. Your tractor cultivate 9-inch soil. Local earthworm cultivate 15 feet, 10 feet. Your demo tractor drink the diesel, not giving milk, not giving dung, not giving urine. Local earthworm does not demand anything from you. Do not want any diesel, tea, coffee, nothing. Breakfast, no, nothing. And cultivate the soil free of cost. The God has given the solution. The God has not given the capacity to the soil to accept the external pressure more than 32 kg per square foot. And weight of the tractor 3 ton, 4 ton, 5 ton. Minimum 2 ton. Soil is pressed. Soil is pressed. And salts are coming up, which was the black soil, heavy block soil before green revolution. Now it is a white soil, cement, concrete. When you utilize Jivamrutam, Ghana Jivamrutam, when you cover the soil by straw mulching, automatically local earthworms are coming without any invitation. Automatic. You dig entire soil, dig. In chemical farming, you will not get single earthworm. You will not get single earthworm. But you give Jivamrutam or Ghana Jivamrutam and give the mulching. Within 3 days, small earthworms you will see. Within 3 days. And within 15 days, earthworm is saturated in the entire soil. Automatically they are coming. Automatically they are coming. From the inside, interior part of the soil, they break the dominancy, they come up and start to cultivate the soil, free of cost. So I given the solution for tractor in our orchard. Why utilizing demand tractor? No. There are 4 causes of the cultivation. Number 1, to aerate the soil. Number 2, to saturate the soil, to conserve the soil with rainwater. Number 3, to save the soil water, soil moisture, to stop the trans-evaporation losses. And 4th, you have to control the weeds, weed control. These are the 4 causes of the cultivation. Why we are going to aerate the soil? Because microorganisms are aerobic bacteria. They want oxygen for their survival. Without oxygen, they can't survive. And oxygen is given by the air only. So when we cultivate the soil, we mix the air in the soil, and oxygen is being available to the microorganisms. That is the first cause of the cultivation. Every nakshatram, that means every 15 days, if we will cultivate the soil by intercultural operations or pre-sowing operations of harrowing, you are aerating the soil very well. And then these microorganisms start to create the humus with full strength, 100% capacity. Aeration is most important. But if there is no proper pore spaces in the soil, aeration cannot be maintained. In between two soil particles, there should be gap. In between every two soil particles, there should be gap. And in that gap, there should be no water. No water. But there should be mixture of 50% air and 50% water vapor. That is called oxygen. And that is called proper aeration. But if these pore spaces, vacuoles, gaps in between two soil particles will be filled by residues of the fertilizers, a salt, salines, aeration cannot be maintained. So it becomes our task to neutralize this salt so that we can develop a best structure and structure of the soil for proper irrigation. Salts are not neutralized by the water. Salts are dissolved in the water. Salts are not neutralized, finished by water. No. Salts are neutralized by carbonic acids. Then question is arise whether we have to purchase carbonic acid from the market and which company? No. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we will not commit to purchase anything from the market. Zero budget. Nothing will be purchased from the market. We will not cut down our pocket and rural economy. What is the remedy? We have to create carbonic acid in the soil. Why will you create? Why will you create? No any factory, no any company. when mulching start to decompose by actinomycetes, when straw mulching is decomposed first by actinomycetes microorganism, carbon dioxide is released. Through the decomposition of the carbonic matter. And if we will maintain proper biodiversity of the microorganism in the soil by giving Jivamrutam, then this carbon dioxide is combined with the water, moisture in the soil, and carbonic acid is created. Automatically, naturally. That means when you use straw mulching and Jivamrutam continuously in large quantity, automatically carbonic acid is created and entire salts are neutralized in that carbonic acid and our soil become free from salts, free from saline. Salinity is totally neutralized. I have given the solution. I have given the solution. Satyu. To aerate the soil, light cultivation is essential. Light. By wooden plow or harrow. No demand tractor. But if you want to utilize tractor, utilize small tractor. And utilize cultivator. No plowing, only cultivator. When you give Jivamrutam, soil becomes very soft, very easy to cultivate by cultivator. That air with full oxygen, because air is having 21% oxygen. Automatically, soil is recharged by the oxygen. And what are the poisonous gases which are created inside the soil by anaerobic bacteria are emitted in the atmosphere immediately and soil become free, poison free. Second cause to saturate the soil by rainwater. When we cultivate the soil, we are breaking the cracks which are appeared on the surface of the soil. You do the minute observation of the soil surface, you will see that there are so many cracks are appeared on the surface of the soil. And through that crack, soil moisture is coming up through the soil in the air by trans-evaporation losses, and soil moisture is reduced in large quantity. Continuous trans-evaporation losses, continuous. But when you cultivate the soil, you break these cracks, finish these cracks, and trans-evaporation losses are restricted. Soil moisture is contained, maintained, and conserved. You can compare. In one soil, you do the cultivation in rainy season. Neighbor soil, you don't take the cultivation. It should be remained as it is, without cultivation. If there is rain, high rain, you will see miracle. Entire rainwater is deposited in the soil where there is a cultivation. No flow of the water. But where there is no cultivation, soil is stunted. Water is stunted on the soil surface for a long period. It is not percolated in the soil. Soil cultivation is done for conservation of the rainwater. How much maximum rainwater we can conserve in the soil, our soil become recharged and deeper water reservoir become saturated and rivers start to flow throughout the year by chance. But when if you are utilizing chemical fertilizers, you are depositing the salts, salines inside in the pore spaces, gaps. Soil becomes cement concrete. Rainwater is not percolated, not deposited in the internal water reservoir, and in October rivers are dry. In October rivers are dry. So not only cultivation is essential, to stop the utilization of the chemical fertilizer also is essential at the same time. Then you will get result. Then you can conserve entire soil water, rainwater. Local earthworms dig the soil, cultivate the soil very hard. A great network of the holes is created in the soil. Great network of the holes. Soil become totally aerated, full of the holes. And entire rainwater is percolated through those holes and deposited in the internal water reservoir. that local earthworm is a tractor of the god. Tractor of the god. Water deposition very essential. Is very essential. In drought condition also we can survive our crop. In drought also. In severe drought, entire chemical orchard is dried. Chemically grown crops are dried. In severe drought, but at the same time, on the bund of that chemical farm, on the roadside and in the forest, no single tree is dried. Why? Drought is same. In chemical farm, same drought on the bund of that plot and roadside and forest. But your chemically grown crops are dried. They are not dried. Why? Full green with fruits. The God want to survive your entire plantation in the drought also. God has given fantastic system, and that is this system. Atmosphere is the ocean of the water. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are utilizing minimum water from the well, tube well, canal. We are maximum utilizing maximum water from the atmosphere. In rainy season, 90 to 98% humidity. 100 liter air, 90 liter water, vapor. In winter, 65% relative humidity. 100 liter air, 60 liter water vapor. In summer, 25% humidity. Here is the ocean of the water. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are using that rainwater, air moisture, air water vapor through storm mulching and humus. That's why our trees are not dried, but chemically grown trees are dried in the forest, in the drought. Yes, we have shown it. One kg humus absorbs 6 liters water from the atmosphere in one day and give available to the roots. 1 kg humus. Storm mulching absorbs maximum water from the atmosphere in the night and it is deposited in the humus to give available to the roots. That's why in drought also our crops are not dried, but chemically grown not dried. So not only cultivation, but air moisture conservation is also essential. If in our orchard we want to stop human cultivation, no problem. We can stop immediately human cultivation, and we will start the God cultivation by means of the local earthworms, insects, roots, and soil microflora. Continuous activities are going on in the soil, in that soil. Continuous, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Soil becomes totally porous with, without human cultivation. Only two things are to be done. Number one, storm mulching, and second one, Jivamrutam. When you give the storm mulching and Jivamrutam, numerous local earthworms are activated. They prepare total cultivation of the soil, and there is no necessity to take the soil cultivation by demo tractor or human cultivation. So cultivation cost zero in orchard in Subhash Palikar natural farming. Fertilizer cost is zero. We are not utilizing any fertilizer. Manure cost is zero because we are not utilizing cow dung manure, compost, compost, nothing, nothing, nothing. And irrigation cost also will be zero. If we will take the advantage of the irrigation system of the God, your mango tree in chemical farming is drying in the drought. Why mango tree is not drying in the forest? Why tamarind is having a huge quantity of the fruits in the forest in drought condition also? Who has given the irrigation? No human irrigation. Taken from the atmosphere, moisture, and interior water reservoir by the roots. Fantastic, fantastic. But agriculture scientists destroyed this system, destroyed. When you give 100-liter irrigation water to the soil, it should be supposed 60-liter water is going in the atmosphere by transevaporation losses through the cracks. Only 40% water is available to the roots. 60% loss is not a small quantity. It is not a small quantity. It is a huge quantity. We can restrict these losses to remedy. To cultivate the soil, shallow cultivation, so that cracks should be totally finished, and we will conserve the soil moisture very well. And if we are not going to cultivate the soil, then we have to mulch the soil by straw mulching, and we will give Jivamrutam in large quantity. Automatically earthworms and other insects and roots will cultivate the soil. No cultivation method. You will see the great network of the roots of every plant. You uproot the plant, you will see the great network. Maybe taproot system or cluster system. Great network. When plant complete its life cycle, after completion of the duration, that plant is fallen down and dried. Automatically, soil is mulched, and in rainy season, the roots are decomposed, and entire holes are created after decomposition. Remain as it is. Automatically, cultivation is done by the decomposition of the roots. So we will utilize maximum natural cultivation in our orchard. So the first cause of cultivation, to aerate the soil. Second cause, to conserve the rainwater. We have seen the miracle this year in entire India. Heavy rainfall, continuous 18-inch rainfall in one day, cloud bursting, and we have seen the miracle. In heavy rain, in chemically grown orchard, water is remained on the soil surface for a long period, not percolated in the soil. As an impact, the leaves are fallen down and crop is dried. At the same time, neighbor Subhash Palekar natural farming orchard, no single drop of the rainwater was flowing on the surface of soil. Entire rainwater was deposited in the water, in the reservoir. Entire rainwater, 18-inch. Why? Network of the soil holes created by the local earthworms and roots and insects. It is only happened when you mulch the soil by straw mulching and giving Jivamrutam, Anghana Jivamrutam. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. Humus is created near the root zone. Humus is not created in the factory. Why? Because the roots feed sugar to the microorganisms, and in exchange, microorganisms supply nutrient to the roots. Symbiosis. By means of the photosynthesis carbon assimilation process, when 1 square feet leaf surface area of any plant manufacture 4.5 gram of the carbohydrate in one day, raw sugar, 25% raw sugar is secreted to the roots and fed to the microorganisms. And then microorganism feed the nutrient to the roots. Otherwise, no. Otherwise. Through the humus. Microorganism feed the nutrient to the humus, to the roots. That means humus is created near the root zone because they get the sugar for their energy and activities, cell division. If the root will not feed the sugar to the microorganism, microorganism will not prepare humus, no manufacture of the humus. It is 100% fundamental science. Humus is created near the root zone. Humus is not created in the pit in the factory. Cow dung manure is manufactured not really near the root zone, in the factory, in the pit. Humus is not created, manure is created. Compost created not near the root zone, in the pit, factory. Vermicompost not near the root zone, in the factory. Chemical fertilizer in the factory. Waste decomposer in the factory. Gomrutam in the factory. EM solution in the factory. Garbage enzyme in the factory. Organic fertilizer in the factory. Not near the root zone. Not near. That means when you practice chemical farming, you stop the humus creation. Because chemical fertilizers are prepared in the factory, not near the root. Cow dung manure, compost, vermicompost in the factory, not near zone. Humus is not created. Manure is created. Compost is created. Vermicompost is created. Organic farming restrict the humus creation, destroy the humus. A very hazardous, dangerous technology is organic farming, including carbon, nitrous oxide, methane emission, responsible for global warming and climate change. So you have to decide whether you have to stop the organic and chemical farming or not. We have to aerate the soil, number one. We have to conserve the rainwater in the soil, number two. And we have to stop the transevaporation of the soil moisture by cultivation or stormage. Fourth cause is to control the weeds from the cultivation. Without invitation card, weeds are not coming. When you send invitation card, then weeds are coming. Number one. The weeds are not enemy because weeds are not competing the crop for nutrient. But there is symbiosis of the nutrient, exchange of the nutrient. And the weeds are the residents of predators and parasites and birds. Friend insects which control the harmful insects. The weeds are the residential hotels of these predators and honeybees. Honeybees. How you are giving the invitation card to the weeds? That may be the big question in your mind. When you utilize truckload or cartload of the cow dung manure in the soil, and that cow dung manure is having millions of the seeds of the weeds. Millions of the seeds of the weeds. When you spread out the cow dung manure on the surface of the soil, these millions of the seeds of the weeds are entering in the soil. And these seeds of the weeds are having 6-year dormancy period. Every year they germinate and create a big problem. Cow dung manure is the ocean of the seeds of the weeds. When you utilize cow dung manure, you are giving the invitation card to the weeds. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are not utilizing cow dung manure. So no problem of the weeds to introduce in the soil. When you give the urea to the soil, not only your crop is growing fastly, speedily, with the same speed or more speed, weeds are also trying to grow very vigorously. Urea giving the booster to the weeds to grow fastly, and it will become a big problem. In Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are not utilizing any urea, any chemical fertilizer. We are neutralized the possibility of the weeds. When the seeds of the weeds are germinated, The leaves of the weeds want sunlight to manufacture the carbohydrate and to grow. Without sunlight, weeds cannot be grown. When we mulch the soil by straw mulching, under the straw mulching, when the seeds of the weeds are germinated, the leaves of the weeds cannot get the sunlight. They become yellow and dry. Automatically, weeds are controlled. By straw mulching. When you take the cowpea, horse gram, moth bean, beans, which spread entire soil very vigorously, and dense live mulching is appeared. Entire surface of the soil is covered by these intercrops of the pulses, even local green gram and black gram also. And under that live mulching, the leaves of the weeds do not get proper sunlight and they die. So mulching is the best weedicide. Maybe straw mulching, maybe live mulching. What are the claims are done by agriculture universities? That weeds compete with the crop for nutrient. Totally wrong, 100%. They are telling lie. They are misguiding the farmers and misguiding the governments also. I openly claim. In between two plants, in between weeds and the main crop, there is no any competition for nutrient. No. 98.5% body is constituted by only solar energy, carbon dioxide and water. Not given by human being, given by the God, by photosynthesis. Where there is a competition? Where there is a competition? You go to the dense forest, a huge tree with uncountable fruits. Under their huge tree, medium tree with uncountable fruits. Under that medium tree, there are bushes with fruits. Under bushes, there are plants with the seed. Where there is a competition? If there is a competition, as per the claim of the agriculture university, there may be no fruit to medium tree, bushes and plant, but they are full of the fruit. Agriculture universities are misguiding entire farmers community and governments. That there is a competition for nutrient. No competition at all. 97 to 98.5% what is constituted only by these three elements, not given by the human being. It is totally supplied by the God on natural basis. No question is raised. No question is raised. Discard the competition from your mind. Discard. There is a tree there. One tree here. There is a big gap in between two trees. You will think that though there is no competition in between, there is no relation of this tree because there is this tree here, and there is a big gap. There is no any relation. No. There is a relation. You dig the space between two trees, soil space. You will see the roots of that tree and roots of this tree are coming together, and they are exchanging the nutrition, and they are exchanging your feelings also. They are discussing about the farmers' movement at New Delhi. They are discussing about three laws. They are discussing about the current political topics. They are discussing about the West Bengal election, Assam election, and South Indian election. They are discussing their feeling. There is symbiosis. There is symbiosis. Exchange of the nutrient in between two. No competition for nutrient. No competition. So many species of the grasses, weeds are attracting the friend insects. And these friend insects, predators, control the harmful insects. And automatically, insects are controlled naturally. This is called biological control. Why insect attack is appeared in chemically grown farm? Why there is no insect attack in the forest? Why there is no insect attack in Subhash Parekar natural farming? Because insects are controlled by friend insects predators automatically. And these weeds are the residents of this insect, friend insect. Without honeybees, we can't get the food. Because 80% pollination has been done by only honeybees. And because of the chemical insecticide, honeybees are totally killed. Balance is totally disturbed. Production is reduced. There are so many species of the plants in the weeds. They attract the honeybees on their leaves, and honeybees start to pollinate in the flowers of the crops, and we get fantastic production. Weeds are not enemies in the orchard. Weeds are the friends, symbiosis. But in seasonal crops, as weeds are growing very vigorously and they suppress the main crop, and main crop cannot get the sunlight, that's why we have to control the weed by cultivation. Otherwise, no. Otherwise. There is no competition of the nutrient in between two plants, in between weeds and main crop, but there is a competition for moisture, soil moisture, and sunlight. Big competition, severe competition. To control the competition about the soil moisture in between the weeds and main crop, we have to utilize mulching, straw mulching, live mulching. Then automatically it's controlled. Soil moisture is saved. Transpiration losses are restricted. When you give the mulch on the soil, transpiration losses are restricted. We can utilize the competition for soil moisture in between weeds and main crop by mulching, straw mulching, or live mulching. I have given the solution. I have given the solution. Satyu. To control the competition for sunlight, it is most essential. Amit? Hey Amit. Hey Amit. Again there is disturbance. 1 minute, just a minute. Hey Amit. Hey Amit. Hey Amit. Hey Amit. Hello? Hello? Just 1 minute. Disturbance. कुणाल त्याला काही होत नाही झोपणं थोडा त्याला काहीच होत नाही. One square feet leaf surface area of any plant receive 1250 kilocalories solar energy in 1 day. 1 square feet leaf surface area of any plant receives 1250 kilocalories energy, huge energy. But the God has not given the capacity to the lose to conserve more than 1% solar energy. That means 1 square feet leaf surface area of any plant conserve 12.5 kilocalorie energy in one day, manufacture 4.5 gram food, and through this 4.5 gram food, we get 1.3 gram grain production or 2.25 gram fruit production, sugarcane production. That means if maximum use will receive the solar energy, maximum production, because we will conserve maximum solar energy. Every leaf should receive the solar energy, solar light, for photosynthesis process, carbon assimilation process. But when weeds are growing very fast, more speed than the main crop, and due to the weeds, the crop is suppressed. The leaves of the crop do not get the solar light, production is reduced, growth is stunted. To avoid this competition for solar light, we have to take the weed control by intercultural operations. That's why intercultural operations are important. But in orchard, not necessary to intercultivate the soil. Only we have to cut down the grasses, weeds, every 15 days and mulch so that the weeds will not overcross the lower branch of the fruit tree. And we will avoid entire competition for solar energy. Cutting of the weeds can be done by machine, bush cutter, or manually. There are 2/3 leguminous, or we can say dicot, in entire weeds. There are 2/3 dicot plant and 1/3 monocot. Dicot plant, when the lower leaves complete their duration, they are drying and fallen down. You will see in dicot plant, continuous fall of the dried leaves on the surface of soil, and soil is mulched automatically, naturally. The weeds leaves are fallen down, giving the benefits of the storm mulching. Fantastic. And in the dicot weeds, there are so many weeds, dicot, which are belong to leguminous family, subfamily Papilionaceae, are having the nodules on the roots, and in the nodules, rhizobium bacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria are resided, and they take the nitrogen from the atmosphere, give available to the roots of the crop, and deposit in the soil. That means the weeds are so beneficial to take the atmospheric nitrogen and to deposit in the soil. Marvelous activities of these dicot weeds. Marvelous. Marvelous. So to control the competition, it is very essential to cut down the weeds regularly, and mulching can be done. In orchard, weeds are our friends, giving entire benefits to the main crop. And in seasonal crops, which are rain-fed, dry land, non-irrigated, we have to conserve rainwater in the soil, and transportation losses should be avoided. And these weeds compete main crop for taking the soil moisture. To restrict this competition, we have to control the weeds by intercultural operations. Because in seasonal crop, it is totally impossible to cover the soil by storm mulching. That's why shallow cultivation is to be done. That's why shallow cultivation is to be done. Satyu. Cultivation is not an operation. Cultivation is not an operation to cut down the stomach of the soil and operate it. No. Cultivation is not the operation. Cultivation is the cultural operation. Cultural operation. So don't operate the soil by Demon tractor. Don't operate. No. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. In next, we will continue this online workshop on YouTube in February, March and April, only last Sunday evening. And from May, we will continue every Sunday again. Because this February, March and April is a harvesting period of rabi crops. Farmers are involved totally. It is not possible to give them the time to listen this workshop. So I have avoided it. Only last Sunday we have taken. But from May, we will take this workshop every Sunday evening 5:30 to 8:30. Every Sunday in English. In Hindi, morning. Every Sunday from May. It will be continued with the speed of the corona. How many days corona we decide, we will continue this workshop, online workshop. In 27th of the March, 28th of the March, 28th of the March, next month, in our online workshop, we will discuss about dry land orchard, rain-fed orchard, not irrigation, dry land orchard. Yes, dry land orchard. Taking the loans from World Bank, International Monetary Fund, Asian Vikas Bank, big banks, and so many international funding agencies, and the taxes of the people. A lot of dams are constructed throughout India, in South India. Only 18% land is come under irrigation. Only 18%. And 12% is well irrigation. 6% is canal irrigation. Only. 82% land in South India is dependent on rainwater, dry land, rain-fed. No scheme of the government for dry land farming, entire scheme of irrigated farming. It is not a social justice. It is not a constitutional justice also. Those who are having the irrigation water, they can grow coconut, or they cannot, coffee, cocoa. And those who are having drilling, they cannot. Yes, they can. They can also. We can take rain-fed Palekar food forest in dryland farming, 100%. 28th of the March, we will discuss about this issue. About the preparation of this concept. In nature, there is no irrigation. In nature, there is no irrigation. Show me irrigation in the nature. Only dryland farming. In the forest, no irrigation. Mango trees, tamarind trees, uncountable fruits in drought. Why? That means in drought also, every tree can survive. Any tree will not die by drought. That system has been created by the God. As a result, you will see in severe drought also, no single tree is dried in the forest. Irrigation is not natural, it is human made. 72% farmers are small landholding farmers below 1 hectare, 2.5 acre below. 72% farmers. And maximum are dryland farmers. No scheme from government side to give the justice to these small farmers, 72%. They are working in their farm, they are doing labor work in the another farmers. They are laborers also. It is not possible to survive within 2 acre land under this rainfed area. Basically, they are laborers. They have no right to sustain as a farmer. Why? Six pay commission, 7 pay commission. Five-day work, Saturday, Sunday, holiday. How many hours they work? 6 hours, 5 hours, actually. And so many holidays. 1/3 holidays. Class 4, 30,000 rupees per month salary. And farmers, they are citizens of the nation. They want 30,000 rupees salary per month. Farmers do not want. Why? Is it social justice? So we will take the initiation, dryland orchard, so that every small farmer can erect that dryland orchard and can earn 3 lakh rupees annual income from 1 acre dryland orchard. We will try best. We will try best. We can try without expecting any fruit. Bhagavad Gita says, don't expect any fruit. You will continue your work. We will continue our work, karma work. No phalasha, no phalasha. Government, God will give, definitely, definitely God. If you will show the God system, God will give the benefits. But you will destroy the God system, God will against. How to grow Dylan orchard? That will be the most important topic. Preparation will be started from April. And that will be the best, fantastic issue, I think that. We have our own open university. I have the team. Our own open university without interference of the government. If you are practicing 100% Subhash Palekar natural farming in your farm is the university, open university. And you are the vice chancellor. You are the vice chancellor. Maybe you are illiterate. You can't read. You are uneducated. You are not MSc PhD. You will be vice chancellor. You will be vice chancellor. SPNF farm will be universities and farmers will be vice chancellors. But there should be our own syllabus. Without syllabus, it is totally impossible to continue the open university, to open our own open university. And by Corona has given me a lot of time to write new syllabus. Since 1 year, I am writing new syllabus, updated, modern, scientific, 2000-page syllabus in every language. English 2000 page, Hindi 2000 page, Marathi 2000 page, Kannada 2000 page, Malayalam, Telugu, Tamil 2000 page, in every language. Bengali, Odisha, Odia, Assami, Punjabi, every language, even folk languages also. I will try. Their syllabus will be the best of this mass movement. Open University. Since 1 year, I am writing continuously. Totally updated, ultra modern knowledge and science, and entire research work I have included. A new, 100% new. Morning 5:30, I start my writing and close night 8:30. Since 5:30 morning to 8:30 evening, continuous writing. Proofreading, continuous. %60 syllabus is now completed. 40% remain. I think that up to June, 40% will also, up to August, it will be completed. Then we will take a national 3 days meeting, conference, national conference. And those farmers will be invited for that conference who are practicing 100% Subhash Palekar natural. They will be invited. And in that meeting, we will prepare the proforma of the Open University. You will be the chance to give your suggestions. Everybody will give the chance to give the suggestions. Day night I am working. And when that syllabus will be completed, you will get 100% knowledge, scientific knowledge, in the form of books. Without syllabus, it is totally impossible to continue the new university. When you listen my 9-day workshop, you get only 10% maybe knowledge. 10%, only 10%. You don't get 90%, 100%. But when you will read that syllabus, you will get 100% knowledge, 100%. You will become a Senapati. You will become Vice Chancellor, you will become teacher, you will become professor. And then there will be no any confusion in your mind. You can give every answer to every question, maybe complicated. You will be the master after reading that syllabus. After the completion of this corona crisis, we will organize 9-day workshops. One in English, 9-day workshop, one in English, one workshop in Kannada, in Tamil, in Malayalam, in Telugu, in Marathi, in Gujarati, also in Punjabi, and Uriya, Bengali, and Assam. 9-day or 10-day workshop we will organize. And you are invited. You know, I do not take any single rupee as an honorarium, you know. I am giving my free service to everybody. Free services. I do not take single rupee from anybody. Even governments are willing to give the honorarium. I do not take single rupee from any government also. Why? Because this is mass movement. It is not a business. It is not a business. So we have not any financial support, resources. We have to create our own resources to organize these big workshops through the entry fee. If any organization will come forward and they will say, they will bear the expenditure of hall, okay, we will accept donation. If any organization or any individual will say, I will give one day food, okay, accept. Anybody will come forward and will say, we will give the notebook and pen, okay, accept it. Public contribution is most important part of this mass movement. Before 2 years, we have declared a big workshop at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. 9-day workshop declared in media. And targeted 16,000 farmers participants. 16,000, 16,000, 16,000 farmers. And we are not having any single rupee. Declared and given to the God. Okay, you handle it. $16,000 farmers for 9-day residence. How it is possible? In Ahmedabad city, the Builder Association president, chairman, somebody has told him that this is a Palegarji workshop. 16,000 farmers will participate. They will decide for 9 days, and they have no residential facilities. Okay. We have lakhs of the flat, thousands of the flat open. Nobody has hired. And Builder Association has given their flat free of cost for residential. God has sent. We have not demanded. They came and they have given. God has managed. No single rupee in the pocket. And we have declared already 16,000 farmers, 9-day workshop. You will be surprised. Somebody has truckload of the dal, rice, wheat, vegetables, fruits, edible oil, sugar, ghee, free of cost. Came throughout state. When they read in the media, and that much quantity was given by this public. After 9-day workshop also, something were remained. We are donated to Vruddhashrama. Not demanded anything. Automatically God has managed everything. Because we are working to show the God system. We are protecting the God system nature. So God is having to manage all these things. Believe me and follow me, God says. We are believing and we are following the word. So you have to prepare yourself to contribute financially also for these next workshops. Everybody will get the syllabus, books set. Everybody participant will get food, residence. But what the total expenditure you have to contribute by entity. Because we are not having any machine to print the note currency. And we will not demand anything from any government. Only contribution, public contribution. Our open university in every state, I am thinking, every state. We want minimum 50 acre or 100 acre land. If 50 acre land, 50 crore. 100 acre land, 100 crore. Total expenditure. all facilities will be there, all facilities. A big hall, kitchen, residential, apartment, everything will be there. And best models will be there. Everybody will come, they will see the model, they will visit the model, they will reside there, they will listen the workshop. Continuous throughout that. If anybody donate hall, okay, we will give the name on the hall. If we will donate, anybody donate one room, we will give the name of his on the room. Only donation, public contribution, open university. That is the dream. And 100% transparency, 100% transparency. These are the future plans. Second thing, our selling system. Straight to consumer without any mediator. Which produces will be grown under Subhash Palekar natural farming. We will not sell in open agriculture produce marketing committee, APMC, no. We will not sell in open market, no. We will process in her home and we will sell straight to consumer. Straight to consumer. It is going on, it is happening. I will give one example. If you will grow tomato, open market 2 rupees, chemically grown. Hawker will purchase by 2.5 rupees per kg. And he will wash and clean very well. And he will say tomato in posh colony 20 rupees per kg. Farmer got only 2 rupees. Cost of production is 10 rupees. Weight loss. And consumers are exploited by 18 rupees. Not coming in the pocket of the farmers. Entire middleman will exploit. Purchaser may be inside the APMC, yeah, outside APMC. He is not a cent. He will exploit. He will demand on low cost and he will dump and he will sell on higher cost. Farmers are not getting any benefit. We will sell our tomato naturally grown straight to consumer 18 rupees per kg. Chemically grown 20 rupees, naturally grown 18 rupees, but entire 18 rupees coming in our pocket. Not going in the pocket of the middleman. But if we will manufacture tomato ketchup, tomato sauce, tomato chutney, tomato pickle in your home, very easy to prepare. And we will sell straight to consumer 200 rupees per kg. Entire 200 rupees are coming in our pocket. Market system is a great exploiter system. At any cost, we have to avoid it. 1 kg wheat. 1 kg wheat. When you grow in chemical farming, 40 rupees cost of production. 40 rupees. 40. Government of India is purchasing 20 rupees per kg. 20 rupees loss to the farmers. But in Subhash Palekar natural farming, we are selling naturally grown wheat straight to consumer 50 rupees per kg, 60 rupees per kg. Cost of production 0. Entire benefits are coming in the pocket of the farmer. So, during this moment, don't sell your commodities which are grown under Subhash Palekar natural farming straight into market. We have to process in our home and sell straight to consumer. Virgin coconut oil, high cost. We can prepare in our home very easy. Naturally grown coconut. Coconut oil, edible oil, coconut. Small machine. And you can crush in your home. And that oil will be sold to straight to consumer. A best oil, healthy oil, medicine oil. We are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it. Coffee, cocoa will be processed in your home. Coconut, arecanut will be processed in the home. Entire spices will be processed in the home. Due to Corona, there is a great demand in the world market for spices. For kashayam. So we have to take the advantage of this situation. Naturally grown, homemade, entire global market can come in our control. We can capture the entire global market. India is having the capacity, potential capacity. Europe, America may be rich, but are very poor about sunlight. 8 months in a year, they do not get the sunlight. Soil is covered by the snow. Very severe cold. Only 4-5 months they can grow the crop. Very poor, very poor. And India, throughout the year we are getting full sunlight. Throughout the year, excluding 2 months of the rainy season when there is cloudy weather. Otherwise, full. God has given full energy. If we will conserve solar energy in 1 square kilometer area, 1 kilometer on the solar pan, we will create 20 megawatt of the electricity. 20 megawatt of electricity. Huge energy is given by the God. And 1 square feet leaf surface area conserves 12.5 kilocalorie energy automatically, naturally. Every inch of the soil should be covered by the intercrop. Every inch, so that we can harvest the solar light. We can harvest. And that solar energy will be converted into chemical energy and it will be utilized in the photosynthesis. India can become a supreme power in agriculture if entire Indian land will be coming under Subhash Palekar nurture. We can capture the entire global market, entire in our hand will be the supreme authority in the export. From South India, in huge quantity spices are exported, but chemically grown. There will be our own brand, and we will export. There is a great demand in domestic consuming market in India. We will give available. Indian SPNF brand of the coffee, Indian SPNF brand of the cocoa, coconut oil, spices, Indian brand. And we have the best model of SPNF in South India. Coconut, arecanut, coffee, cocoa, cinnamon, nutmeg, everything. I have given the model. So, you have to start the preparation of the model from next month. I have given the model, everything I have given. You have to collect the seeds in April. And when the monsoon will be started, we will start our holy work to elect new model, multi-layer model, food forest model in irrigation in dryland also. Small farmers will be participated in this campaign of the dryland orchard, food forest. How? We will discuss. 28th of the March, evening 5:30, 8:30. Today we will stop here. Thank you very much. Next month, 28th of the March, we will meet again. Dhanyavadam.